Coach, does the conversation about this game, does it start in the fourth quarter? Where do you see it?
A little bit, but not really. I mean, we've got to get them off the line. We got to get guys off the line. I mean, the point differential is 30 points from the 3-point line. I mean, we dominate the paint. We shoot more free throws, but it's really, really difficult to make up a 30-point deficit, from three. And we got to get them off the line, and we've got to make a few more on our own.
How do you get them off the line? I guess would be the follow-up to that.
Well, we just got to have, you got to have multiple effort. That's all. I mean, they're really good because they got, guards that can dribble, penetrate, and finish, and they also got bigs that can step out on the floor and make three. And, Dame is capable of pulling up and shooting a three from anywhere. But, we've got to do a better job with that, not just against this team, about most of the teams. We got to take away the dare shots, where we're just leaving one guy open to shoot them, and we've got to have multiple effort, and we've got to run those guys off the line because our offense is good, but it's not good enough to sustain that. We've got a 30-point deficit at the 3-point line.
What went into the decision to rest Anthony or to hold him out?
Well, it wasn't quite right, and our medical guys, for precautionary reasons, which I totally agree with, is that they didn't think it was a good idea for him to play. So the 8th game into the year, we're not going to risk, one of the best players in the league, so that we can play one game. It's not going to be the difference in our year. The games that he's missed, we'll be okay.
I know there's certain execution things that you mentioned that you want to improve and stuff like that, but did you like, it seemed like there was a lot of effort plays or hustle plays that you guys made that kept you in the game?
Yeah, and you're right, Jimmy, but the problem we run into is that we have to sustain those over the 48 minutes. And what has happened is that we play well for a stretch, and then we have a couple of bad possessions or a couple of shots doesn't go in. That's where our defense is going to have to come in and be able to come up with stops so that we're not trying to outscore team. We can't trade baskets. Last year, one of the things that we did down the stretch is that we were really good defensively, and we were running off missed shots. When you're running off missed shots, that's a lot different than running when you're taking the ball out of the basket.
Thoughts on Julius Randle tonight, Coach? What he did for you coming off the bench?
I thought he played well. That's what we will grow accustomed to seeing because I think he's very capable of that. I thought he took the ball and was very aggressive with it. I thought he ran out and did some things in transition that were really good. And as I said, we've got to get everyone playing at that level. We're playing a very good team. This team has been good for a lot of years. And, I know people talk about last year in the playoffs and things like that, but what they've done over the course, of the last 5-6 years that Terry's been here it's been amazing, I think, considering how many changes that have happened here. And, one year they were left with Dame as the only starter coming back, and they still did a great job in making the playoffs. So, I don't think Terry gets nearly the credit that he deserved for what he's done as far as coaching this team. And then, I've always thought that Damon was one of the best players in the NBA. And from a competitive standpoint, I think he's as competitive as any guy in the league. And you can see every night out, he gives you everything that he has. And then, I know CJ didn't play as well as he would normally play. But, to me, when you got Dame on your team, the level of play is going to always raise because he's going to compete at the highest level.